Welcome to the Elite Podcast Network, home of the #1 independent wrestling coverage, available on iTunes, Stitcher, Blog Talk Radio, and wherever you get your podcasts from. Follow us on Twitter at Elite Podcast Net and join the revolution now.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You are listening to the Elite Podcast Network, and I am Skits, and I am joined with my co-hosts, Oscar and Mr. Tom, and this is WH Radio, and yes, we are joined with Weekly Wrestling Podcast's host, Mr. Matt Grant. What is going on?
Yo, Papa Foley, and check your woolies. It's crime time. Sorry, I had to.
Guy.
Come on.
Fucking guy.
Come on, guys.
You know what? Tomorrow... I'm excited because finally, New York has gotten some nice weather. It was 80 degrees today. I felt amazing. No more cold weather. No more snow. It's all in the past. I know Matt's probably getting excited too because he knows the struggle.
And dude, you know what? It has been incredibly hot up in Canada, and that doesn't happen too often. So, yes, I agree.
Yeah, you know what? Doesn't matter what weather you guys are having. Tomorrow will be a new day.
Wow.
No,
you know what?
Friday will be a new day because just signed JTG, former Crime Time member, former WWE star, on Wrestle Chat, 11 p.m. Eastern, following Impact Wrestling. Make it happen right here on the Elite Podcast Network.
I don't think nobody's going to watch Impact, so you might as well just, listen here, live here on the Elite Podcast Network as Wrestle Chat is going to be going down. But tonight, we're going to hold it down here on WH Radio.
As always.
We have a lot of shit to talk about. It's been a good night for wrestling fans, I would say. Let's start off with the beginning of Raw. Randy Orton opens up Raw. Randy was super over tonight. The Randy chants were going wild. Basically, they're basically building up for the championship matchup with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns and himself. And then, you have Roman Reigns come down, and they go back and forth at it. Basically, Randy was like, you never won this amount of titles. You only been at 3 WrestleManias. You need a lot of catching up to do. And, Roman Reigns mentioned how he beat him at the weak-ass SummerSlam match that actually happened. That match was so boring, I don't know what to do. And
we were there.
Yeah, I worked that shit, and I was bored as fuck working that shit. That was so boring. I don't know why he brought that up. I'm pretty sure everybody here on the show forgot about that match. Not even shitting on you, Roman, but that was a good segment. And in the middle of the segment, 3 young black men come down the ring. Kofi Kingston.
Can we pause? Because Randy Orton jamming out to the New Day theme was probably one of the biggest highlights of Monday Night Raw for me. Throwing it out there.
3 dudes by the name of Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Xavier Woods come down, and these 3 dudes are fucking hilarious as heels.
New Day?
I know we've shitted on the New Day plenty of times here on the show, but the guys have started to come around to the fans, I would say.
Skits, I told you I was going to do this on the show, and I'm going to stay to my word. After I saw them at the house show Saturday night, seeing them tonight, I can officially say I was wrong about the New Day. They are freaking over, man. It's awesome.
Well, it's because people didn't hate the New Day. They hated what their gimmick was and what they were about and their shitty booking and that they were these happy-go-lucky guys just clapping. And it was like, and especially because it seemed like they were going to be built up as this mega heel group at first, and then they re-debuted, and then they're these just guys who clap, and it was just like, what the fuck is this? So, you know, them changing direction in their character, it's brought out so much, I think, in all three of those guys, and it's something that people wanted, and I don't know why WWE waited so long to do it. Maybe it was a good thing that these guys, started off as the faces that the fans turned against, because, I mean, they're more over as heels than ever.
Well, I told you last week, it was a good idea to turn them heel, because if you hear, like, JR's podcast, they're like old school. The heels got to be heated, and these guys were really heated, even though they were baby faces. Why not turn them heel? Why not turn Cena heel? Because he's getting booed anyways. We know the reason why he's not turning heel, but then you got the New Day. You turn him heel, you walk them, make them walk away champions. You're gonna piss off the crowd, and this is what you're supposed to do. And I'm loving what they're doing, even though I'm not a big New Day fan. Hey, I like what they're doing.
They were probably the most, the guys that got the most reaction at the house show I went to on Saturday night. So,
and
yep, that's
real quick,
that's it.
Whoever's clapping in the background, please stop.
Clap for Snap, man. Come on.
Stop it.
Hey, you know what? This is an annoying skit. Let's all just clap right now.
POP's holding it down.
It would be it would be coming from Oscar's house with the clapping shit. The only person on the show. But
what?
Real quick, guys, we have a caller already here on the show, so let's hold that clapping. And let's see what our first.
That one was not me this time.
I will take full credit where credit is due.
Let's see.
New Day.
Real quick. Fuck the New Day real quick, and let's see what our caller has to say. Hold up. 804, you're live on WH Radio. Who's calling?
Yo, what up? It's Brent the Heel.
What's going on, Brent?
I was trying to clap too, man.
Let's give it up for the New Day.
You know what? You all suck. You all suck.
Oh,
for clap.
Oh my God.
What's going on, Brent? Man?
Chilling, man. Watched Raw for the first time in a while tonight. Figured I'd call in, listen to y'all, maybe talk a little bit.
What's your thoughts on the opening segment?
It was, it was all right. I mean, I like how Randy was over. Where were they? Canada? I think it was Canada. They kept talking about Canada.
Montreal.
Yeah. I actually like Randy recently. What I've seen recently, at least, and I really don't mind Roman. Like, everyone hates Roman, but he ain't on my shit list, but he ain't at the top of my good list either.
Right. Yeah, like, me, myself, I definitely enjoyed the segment. I mean, and you got to give it up. Just like we just mentioned, the New Day made the segment even more better. Just to let our fans know what happened, who missed Raw, after they basically announced and said that Kane put them in a tag match, so it ended up being a tag team match with the New Day. It was Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, I believe. Was it? Or was it all three?
I thought it was all three.
It was all three. It was all three, dudes.
Yeah.
It was all three against Randy Orton and Roman Reigns, and the match was pretty good for a 3-on-2 match. To be honest with you, like, we really don't see Xavier Woods in the ring as much as Kofi and Big E, but I thought dude did pretty good. Let's get your thoughts first.
It took multiple years, but Kofi Kingston finally got his revenge on Randy Orton.
Wow.
talk about a slow burn. But
damn.
I don't know. I thought it was really surprising. I thought it was going to be the typical, I thought Roman Reigns was going to get some stupid pin on the New Day. I don't know what. He was going to, overpower all three of those guys because, got to make him look strong. But I was pleasantly surprised when Kofi, even though it was, not really a clean finish. It was clean in the sense that, there's no DQ or count out, but there was
but it was not clean. That was not clean.
Yeah. But, it was still a good surprise. Like I said, it was good. It's just that the promo took way too long to just, get going. They could have cut that promo by, 5 minutes, and it would have still had the same message. And it still would have delivered what it needed to have done. But I still enjoyed it. It was fun seeing Kofi pick up the win. New Day got a big win.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, Oscar?
New Day winning.
Match period.
Day rocks.
Not
Day rocks.
Come on, Matt. Let's not just. Come on.
Well, match was okay, but really, I really don't have anything positive or negative to say. But I can say this though, having them win, it was a good thing. Just keep getting more heat to these guys, and I'm loving it. Fuck it, beat one of your top two guys in the tag team match. Fuck it, just keep on bringing the heat because this could lead to something great in the future for the tag team division. Like, for example, they're looking for a new face of tag team, and you can go to the Lucha Dragons and beat these guys because the crowd is going to freaking one day get tired of the New Day, and then you're finally going to have a team like the Lucha Dragons to beat them. So that's all I got to comment right now. But, yeah, it's a good thing.
On a serious note, it is great to see the New Day actually getting over his heels. They were struggling for quite a while. There was a while where we thought, what are these guys really going to do? And now they're finally coming into their own. They're the tag team champions. They're carrying the division. I'm really impressed with these guys right now. Kofi Kingston in itself, I know I was kind of on it, but him switching over with Big E and Xavier as well, man. Him on the mic has just been gold. Big E is just Big E.
Big E. Real quick, I wanted to say something about Big E. Big E's mic skills is not as good as Xavier's, or
he likes to bust out these random funny voices.
It's not bad.
No,
he
really likes to bust out these random funny voices all the time, mocking people. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah, but New Day seriously got a great thing going. I remember when Renee Young was talking to him in the backstage, and they were talking about their fucking victory was victorious. And for those that listen to Biggie Smalls, listen to Biggie Smalls, there's a song called Notorious for those Biggie Smalls fans out there. So it was kind of like a black thing right there. Not to throw the race card out there. Whoa. The force just got put into that steak. Holy shit.
I think that a lot of white people like Biggie too.
Yes,
they know they're fucking good.
I am a white male that likes Biggie Smalls.
I'm currently Caucasian, and I do enjoy Biggie.
I thought it was hilarious when Biggie was yelling as Kane was going off. We did it, Kane. We did it. I thought that was so fucking hilarious.
It's just crazy to see how far.
It was a good rub for the New Day. I felt like
it's crazy to see how far they've come too. And did anybody else think going into it that Randy and Roman were going to get a title shot?
No.
I felt like some Shawn Michaels, John Cena shenanigans was coming on.
Oh God. No.
Well, let's thank God that didn't happen. But
Agreed.
Since we're on the tag team talks, let's talk about the team that is actually still trying to get those titles back. Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, as they were in action with the Ascension, and all I have to say is God bless the Ascension, because they got buried. Like, real quick before I even talk about the match, how about Booker T mentioning, like, I believe I'm gonna skip a couple segments real quick. Naomi and Tamina Snuka jumped the Bellas, and right after that, Booker T said that tag team could beat the Ascension. Talking about Naomi and fucking and Tamina Snuka.
Before we get into that, I would just like to say I called Tamina. Well, not really. I just seen her on the show.
All I'd say, you're getting buried by JBL and Booker T weekly. Like, what are they gonna do with this team? I really feel bad for the Ascension.
Send them trash can.
I mean, not to mention in their pre-match promo, they were talking shit about the Hart Foundation, and they've already talked shit about LOD. It's like, what are y'all doing with this team? Like, you just making everyone hate them. I mean, there's no way they can get over.
And it's not like it's not a heel heat either. It's like Xbox heat.
Right. It's not heel heat at all. It's just straight up heat. Like, nobody likes you at all. Like, you're not even over as heel. Like, you're not getting any rubs, nothing. And they've been pretty much buried, straight up.
It sucks to see what the NXT tag team has turned into on the main roster, because they had a good thing going there.
Yeah, they did. But then again, if you look at the situation in NXT, they were fighting jobbers too. They really didn't have no challenge there. They only like feuded with two teams as I can remember. If you want to count the Wyatt family, I believe, didn't they take the titles off the Wyatt family?
No, they took the titles from Neville and Corey Graves.
Oh yeah, that tag team. That wow.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Me too.
But yeah, like the Ascension really had no challenge in NXT. Like, they wrestled, the tag team that they feuded with was the Lucha Dragons, I believe. And
do you guys even remember the Ascension's opponent on NXT Arrival was?
Wasn't it Too Cool?
Oh
yeah.
My God, it fucking was.
It was.
Holy shit. Turn it up.
See, they really never used the Ascension well. Like, they basically were just strong guys that just jobbed people. And the only teams that I remember them really actually feuding with was Lucha Dragons and Baylor and Otami. That's it.
And they got like squashed in that feud too. That was basically like the beginning of the end for the Ascension. That Baylor Tommy feud, straight up.
But tonight, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd went against them. It kind of made the Ascension look a little strong in the match, you know. But Cesaro looking like a beast as always. I'm pretty sure all of us don't really have nothing positive to say about the match. It was like whatever. But I'm gonna pass it on to everybody. Let's start with Oscar.
Well, I didn't really get to watch the full match, so someone told me to fast forward it, and it was a whack match, I was told, so I try to watch some of it if I can. And that person is in the show is probably laughing right now. Yeah. So.
Way to throw him under the bus. Shit.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. He fast forwarded for a good reason.
Yeah, I did fast forward for a good reason, but yeah, like what I guess caller Ray just said, it was basically what they did is they try to do something once again to the Ascension to disrespect the old tag team. Hopefully they put them over, and it doesn't work that way. So, and then they got pretty much, it looked like they almost got squashed again, but this time it was a Cesaro Kid. But the way you're saying this gets it sound a little different. You said that they started off strong. Well, too bad. It didn't. I wish I could watch the whole match again to see how they actually look, but that's basically all I could say.
Tom.
I was actually, first of all, surprised that the Ascension got an actual entrance instead of the usual jobber entrance they've been getting for the past couple months. So that surprised me. But I mean, goddamn, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, they're too fucking good. Like these guys, you know, we say it so much, and you know they're doing great in the tag division, but they deserve so much more. These guys are bona fide main eventers. And it's a shame they're not there. Who knows what could happen in the future, but I'm not going to hold my breath. But, I mean, that whole sequence with Cesaro going back and forth, I think it was Victor he was giving the uppercuts to. He would throw him into one corner, uppercut him, throw him into the other corner, uppercut him, and he did it.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Times.
It was elite, Santana.
I mean, it got a huge reaction. People just easily connect to Cesaro, and yeah, it was a Montreal crowd, and they were, I think, much louder than most normal Raw crowds, you know, aside from the big cities. But I think if that went on anywhere, any crowd would have been excited for that because that's something great to see. But yeah, another good way to put over Cesaro and Kidd. You know, obviously a rematch is probably going to happen at Payback. Should be another good match. You know, their match at Extreme Rules was good, so maybe they'll get a little bit more time at Payback, and it could be even better. But just like I said, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd they're so damn good, and they're so entertaining. Like, it's a shame that these guys aren't used to their full potential, but what they're doing right now I think is excellent as well.
Matt, you want to share some thoughts, or?
Honestly, it just sucks to see how much the Ascension has got buried since NXT. Yeah, I mean, like JBL said, man, Naomi and Tamina could probably beat them at this point.
That was actually Booker.
They might be Booker.
Oh, sorry, Booker. But either way, like, Jesus.
Brent, you want to say something?
They pretty much covered everything, bro. Straight up. The highlight of the match was obviously Cesaro doing that uppercut thing corner to corner for like a minute and a half. But yeah.
Oh, I thought the highlight was the finish.
Well, the finish was good too, but I mean that's a normal finish for that tag team. But I mean,
the joke went over your head.
Yeah, it sure did.
Alrighty, let's move on. Also, earlier on Raw, Kane ran into Seth Rollins after that New Day Roman Reigns Randy Orton match, and he told Seth Rollins that he'll be in action tonight, and he basically put him in a one-on-one matchup with Dean Ambrose. So before the matchup started, Kane comes down and says, not to mention that J&J Security was banned, he said if Ambrose wins, he will get a title shot and be a part of and it'll be a Fatal 4. So, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, again, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you, Raw, thank you, WWE, thank you, Creative, thank you, Triple H, whoever came up with the idea today. But these guys just stole the show tonight. Where do I begin? Like, these guys are two fucking elite wrestlers and two of the best on the roster right now, hands down. These guys can go at it any day, any pay-per-view. I want to say, I mentioned to Matt earlier, I would love to see Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins in the future have an Iron Man match.
Honestly, it's
absolutely.
Nice. I saw this tweet, and it's nights like these that I think, like, there's a new writer or something. Like, they actually figured out their shit in creative. Like, seriously, this night was fucking awesome on Raw. I really enjoyed it.
Wait,
Jimmy Jacobs.
It was reported a while back that Jimmy Jacobs was going to be joining the main roster creative team, and now we get a good Raw? I'm putting two and two together. I think if Jimmy Jacobs is up there right now, maybe he's putting in some influence. That's just a guess, though.
I mean, Sami Zayn, Montreal. We can get into that.
We'll get into that as soon as we finish with this match, with this Seth Rollins and Ambrose match. Everybody starts in this match because the match was awesome. It was insane. We have another person added into the match. It will be Dean Ambrose. What a match! Your thoughts, Oscar?
It was an awesome match. I remember you told me to fast forward, but I wasn't going to fast forward this one. Another
definitely didn't tell you to fast forward that match.
This guy's throwing me under the bus hard.
Well, whatever. But it was a great match. Another match between those two. You know, they had a classic rivalry in the end of 2014. Fortunately, they both haven't lost a step at each other. They haven't lost their chemistry to each other. So another great match those two. And not only that, on SmackDown they also had a good match as well, because I did watch SmackDown last week. But yeah, it seems like those guys could not wrestle each other for 5 years, but still could put up a good match. So they already know their stuff, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is a WrestleMania match down the road between the two. So
Iron Man match, call it.
Fucking Iron Man match, whatever.
The Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels of our generation. Let's do it.
And adding Dean Ambrose is pretty cool. Another thing, adding Dean Ambrose is pretty cool. I don't think they planned this a few weeks ago, but it could have been a last-minute thing, like, hey, we got nothing for Ambrose, fuck, let's just put him in this match. So
they still have what happened to Luke Harper? They just still have like Luke.
Yeah,
sit your ass in the corner, Luke.
I don't know if you want. I could explain what's going on, but it only depends if you guys want to talk about the Ryback Bray Wyatt thing later on.
Honestly, this all goes back to what I was saying a couple of weeks ago, and I say it all the time. Why the fuck break the Wyatt family up if you got fuck all for them to do?
Well, I could explain something.
That was one of the most disappointing things they've done in the last couple of years was break up the Wyatt family. To be quite honest with you, I thought that was one of the best fucking things they had going creative-wise. It was definitely one of the best gimmicks. I mean, you haven't seen shit like that in a long fucking time. And that was a fucking great gimmick, and it was a great stable, and they should have fucking kept it, in my opinion. And now
Rowan and fucking Wyatt have gone to waste pretty much, and Harper gets used occasionally. Like, ugh.
Yeah. I mean, Wyatt's with fucking Ryback now. Give me a fucking break, man.
Well, like I said, I can explain what's going on, but it only depends if you guys want to talk about the Ryback Bray Wyatt thing that night. But it's up to you guys.
Well, as soon as, all right, if you want to get to that, as soon as I get everybody's thoughts on the Ambrose Rollins, let's go to Tom real quick.
It was a great match. I mean, these guys, they just have natural chemistry with each other. They click in the ring. That rebound lariat, a.k.a. the Nigel, that Ambrose gave on Rollins was insane. The way Rollins just planted straight on his head. Rollins is, I would say, him and Sami Zayn are the best damn sellers in the WWE. They make every single move look like it kills you, and that's what they should do. They're not overselling, but they're selling the moves properly. And that's just another strong point in Seth Rollins and why he's probably the most versatile guy on the roster right now, and probably why he's in the spot that he's in. But like I said, great match. I was actually genuinely shocked that Ambrose did get added to the match. I thought, because I think a lot of us are so used to WWE booking where it's predictable that in the sense we think, J&J is still going to interfere, Rollins is going to win, yada, yada, yada. And J&J did interfere, but Ambrose ends up picking up the victory, and you're just like, oh, shit, Dean Ambrose is now in the title match at Payback. And I don't think a lot of people are going to be picking him, but it's still nice to see that he's going to be in the main event at Payback. So, yeah, damn great match between these two.
Not to mention...
Won't be the last time. It's going to be a rivalry from years to come. And it's going to be interesting because I think the next time they get into a really big feud with each other, the roles are going to be reversed. I think Rollins is going to be the big baby face, and Ambrose is going to be the big-time heel.
Not to mention, this is the first time I believe the Shield will be going against each other, plus Randy Orton.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And I know my boy Nathan's listening. I don't know why he's disappointed in that Dean Ambrose won. I don't know. I remember he was talking about they had nothing for him, and they actually had something for him. And
I think it adds more unpredictability to the match as well. I think a lot of people were expecting Rollins to walk out with the title, but I think adding Ambrose to it and the rumors that he's going to get a push, I think that adds a little bit of unpredictability to the match for sure.
I kind of agree. It makes me more believable that how the story is going. Seth Rollins bitching and complaining about Kane playing in these matches. It's making me feel like it's more and more likely Seth Rollins going to walk out with the title. And about the Dean Ambrose push, we were talking about this a few weeks ago. I really believe he's going to win Money in the Bank this year. So this could lead up to the Money in the Bank match.
It could. And one other thing that, I'm kind of thinking about now that, Raw is over and we're talking about it, this match showed how quickly you can get a guy back into the main event scene, because Ambrose for a while has really just been kind of floating around the mid and upper card, not really doing anything significant. And with just one match, he's back in the main event scene. And I guarantee for the next couple of weeks, maybe the next couple of months, who knows how long, crowds are going to be behind him, I think, more than ever. And it's just, I think that it shows what WWE's booking is like in the sense that if you book somebody properly and you use them and you get them over, then people are going to get behind them. And you don't just waste a guy on the mid card doing pointless feuds. Get him into a good, main event feud, and the guy's going to be over. And Dean Ambrose is a clear example of it.
So Nathan actually just tweeted us, and he said the reason why he's upset because, he basically said the whole app vote from last week was basically just a waste. He said otherwise he had no problem of, Ambrose in it. He basically saying... But
Ambrose wasn't a part of those votes.
That is true.
Yeah, I don't know what the votes got to do with that, the result of that match. But
hey,
doesn't me. I ain't sitting on nobody.
When's the last time we've seen a Fatal 4 match for the title? Is a question. Somebody looked that up. I remember back in the days. Was it?
I think it was that stupid. I think it was that stupid Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view. Honestly.
That could be correct. But Matt, did you want to? Basically, I think we all share our thoughts on this match because I'm pretty sure we all have the same type of fucking answer. So let's move on. I actually tweeted this out earlier, and I was like, does people actually care about Fandango still? Because I know I don't. And I guess the bum, had a fucking match tonight with Rusev and got jobbed.
We need to hold on. This is one of those moments. Lana Fandangoing, that GIF. Oh, Jesus Christ.
But one thing, I want to give credit to my boy Orton out there for actually saying that the whole Lana Rusev is basically Mark Mero Sable all over again, which he makes a lot of sense in it too.
I was gonna say that too. This is Mero and Sable 2015.
And there's been a lot of talks about Lana basically revealing that she's really American and she's going to turn her into CJ. Maybe this has something to do with it too.
Nah, I hope that's false.
She's going to be fucking CJ. It's definitely happening. It doesn't make no sense to have her as still Russian if that's the case.
Well, WWE's rumor's been false the last couple times, like Neville's gonna be Mighty Mouse, all that shit, and yeah, I sometimes it could be true, sometimes it could be false, but this is one that's false.
Let me ask you a question, Oscar. So why are you against it? And go ahead.
Well, I'm not a fan of how can I say this? Like, whatever your heritage is, and you trying to play another heritage, I think it's kind of dumb. Like, example,
look at Kofi Kingston.
I know, but look at Los Maceros. They're not fucking Spanish. They're freaking Puerto Ricans. Rikishi was playing an Irvin one time, or whatever, Arabian guy, and like, come on now, you know, I think it's dumb, and we all know that she's Russian and she has an accent. I mean, try to use an American accent might sound weird, and it'll be kind of weird to me, but let's just hope it's false. It's like saying, I'm going to try black. So, come on.
I mean, shit, look at John Cena. We saw what he was. I mean, it's a lot of guys. We can say that's changed their voices or whatever, or where they're from in the last couple of years, you know.
I mean, Dolph Ziggler in his career went from being a golf caddy to, a show-off. So there's that. I mean, and a male cheerleader in between. So.
Ha ha ha.
It's a lot of shit. Like,
no, I'm saying you don't see Dolph Ziggler in Chikara.
Wow.
Are you trying to bury the other? Are you burying the other?
I'm not burying Chikara. I'm not going to be burying Chikara, but.
No, I'm saying, are you burying the rest of the fucking squad? Because they all went. Yeah. Because they went to Chikara, and he's still signed.
I had hopes for Kenny Geistra, but didn't go out.
That's funny how we just start talking about the fucking.
Yeah, what?
Like Skits would say, let's not waste time on bums. Let's get back to the real conversation, please.
But yeah, with the whole Rusev, Tom, I'm gonna pass on to you. Like, would you have a problem if Lana? Because it kind of makes sense now with Lana switching to being American, with this whole Rusev being jealous. What do you think?
I mean, I just don't like it in the sense that I know it's going to bury the fucking shit out of Rusev. Once it's finally done and over with, Rusev is going to have nothing to do. Because how much longer are you going to keep having him being, you know, the Bulgarian that turned Russian because of Lana? And another thing that bothers me about this whole storyline is when they debuted these two together, the whole point was that Lana was controlling Rusev, and that she would tell him when to break the accolades and control over him. She was manipulating him and working him, and now it's like with no explanation or backstory, all of a sudden now she's being controlled by him, and now all of a sudden she's not this, you know, fiery Russian anymore. It just doesn't make any sense. Why? Because she cost Rusev a match at Mania? Was that the turning point? I don't know, because they're not explaining it. I don't know. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, seeing her Fandango tonight, it was pretty fucking funny, but at the same time, it was just like one of those moments where you shake your head and you're just like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, seriously? And then you put the JBL on commentary, Lana Fandango and Mago. She's Fandangoing. And it's just like, oh my God.
That
Mago,
pop, though.
She's Fandangoing. Everyone's Fandangoing Mago.
That pop, though, when she came out, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, the Mero Sable comparison is perfect because people liked Sable because she was hot, and you know that's the reason they would cheer for her and not Mero. And
yeah, well, nobody gave a fuck about Mero anyway.
Yeah,
that's true.
And it's funny because I believe it was Jim Cornette. You know, I'm not going to get into if I like Jim Cornette or not, but he stated once that it was a terrible fucking idea because you're going to have this hot girl go with this guy, and you're going to try and get him over when it's not going to work because you have Sable, coming out there with barely anything on. Who's the crowd going to cheer for? A predominantly male crowd. Are they going to cheer for Mero? No, they're going to cheer for Sable. They want to see hot girls. So, like I said, it's inevitable, but the burial of Rusev is most likely coming. I won't say for sure because something could happen, but I think we're all pretty damn sure. And it's a shame because, when Rusev was in NXT, I didn't see a lot in him. And especially, I think when he first debuted, I didn't see a lot in him. But the guy has improved tremendously. He's won me over. He's a great seller. He's great in the ring. He's agile. He can work the mic. He's a great wrestler. And now he's just going to be pushed onto the mid-card because of, WWE's booking and their gimmick ideas.
I mean, isn't he already in the mid-card?
I was going to say he stays in the mid-card. But
Well,
a way that they can... Go ahead.
Him feuding with Cena, it's kind of like the mid-card, but because it was Cena, it was kind of elevated a little bit. It wasn't necessarily just like a mid-card feud. It was...
I think they'll have a lot for him, dude. I kind of disagree with you, Tom. They'll have a lot. They have a lot of guys that can go against Rusev. Like, they have a Dean Ambrose. They have all types of guys.
Well, but you could put guys against him, but where are you going to take his character from here on out? What storylines are you going to put him in now that he gets rid of Lana? Because, Lana was an essential part of the whole Rusev gimmick, is that she was, the lady controlling him. And, she was manipulating him and making him the monster that he was. You take her away, you're taking a big part of what Rusev is.
What if this is all like a plan and Lana and Rusev pull one on Cena and this is how Rusev gets his title back? What if, guys? What if?
Black helicopters, Nigel.
All I have to say, if that was supposed to happen, one word would come out of my mouth. Jesus!
Or maybe end up something good where we could talk about John Cena's opponent.
We want to talk about me marking out harder than I did Saturday night.
Let's take a commercial break, and we'll get to some big ass news that actually happened tonight here on Raw. But before we talk about that, all you gotta do is this.
All you have to do is believe. This is Vic Busick, CZW World Champion, and you're listening to Wrestling Heads Radio, the greatest podcast in the history of the internet. What's up? This is the phenomenal AJ Styles down here in LA, kicking it with the PWG, busting my tail. The freaking great tournament, the bowler tournament is freaking amazing. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, everybody and anybody needs to listen to Wrestling Heads podcast. Best for business.
Jesus Christ. We're back here on Wrestling Heads Radio. Before we start on what happened with John Cena, let's throw this person on here on the show with us. Nathan, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up?
All you gotta do is believe, bro.
Exactly. I just wanted to go back to what you said earlier. Before we move on, you said that you thought I had an issue with Dean Ambrose being added to the main event of the next pay-per-view, which is Payback. I don't have an issue with him being added to the match. What I do have an issue with is the fact that they did an app vote, which made it a triple threat match between Rollins, Reigns, and Orton, and then they completely went against that. So that's what I wanted to bring up first and foremost about...
Are you saying that because of the universe is going to be upset?
Yeah, I don't know. So,
I think the universe is happy.
Because those app votes are just not, they're rigged as fuck.
No,
from what I read, there's a guy that used to work for the WWE, was no longer. He said they're actually real. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. But who knows?
He did, but I don't know how true that is. So he could just be. Who knows?
But let's move on. Tonight, John Cena had another open challenge. Basically, as we was talking about Rusev, he basically, talked about he's a fighting champ and he's ready to fight Rusev. He's not like Rusev, who was a non-fighting champ. And if you want some, come get some. And the man of the hour, ladies and gentlemen, who me and Matt was talking about this past weekend, who he actually saw in the Canada area, made his debut, and yes, me and him probably went crazy on Xbox, Mr. Sami Zayn. And not to mention, Bret Hart came down to fucking announce him. Now, that's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
I marked the fuck out.
Yeah, it was huge.
Like, I marked out on Saturday because, it was just some random house show and, you don't expect that. But Monday Night Raw, John Cena, Bret Hart introducing you in your home state. What else can you ask for?
And you know what? It wasn't even a bad match with John Cena. I don't care what nobody's saying. If people want to shit on John Cena for him winning, I don't care. John Cena's doing his job right now, and that's putting guys over. Him and Sami Zayn went out there and had a good match. A great way to showcase dude. I'm happy what they did with Sami tonight. He even kicked out the fucking Double A. Like, come on. Like,
I like what they did with, I don't know if this was a work or not, but I'm pretty sure it was, when the doctors came into the ring and looked at his shoulder. I feel like that might have been a work just to make it look like he didn't just straight up lose clean. Like, he still had, he did lose clean, but he still had, like, something hindering him in the match, and they kept talking about that throughout the match. And I like that because I think that was a work.
It definitely had to be, because after, they definitely were gelling very well together.
I just want to mention this. I don't know if you guys saw this on your timeline, but Joey Styles just tweeted, breaking news, Sami Zayn to undergo MRI following breakout performance versus John Cena on Raw. So, apparently he got hurt.
You've got to keep a little kayfabe there. I don't know. I feel like with Sami Zayn, like, so much of what his character is that, how many times, on NXT did it look like he was really hurt, but it turned out just to be part of the storyline, Yeah,
that's probably what it is.
I know he's recently just coming back from an injury, but, how many times, in 2014 and, before that, have we seen that? I think it's part of Sami Zayn's character. I don't know if this is, legitimate or not. If it is,
probably not.
If it is, you hope for the best. And I don't think it's too serious, even if it is, because if he would have separated his shoulder or done something like that, he would have been in way more pain. They probably would have cut that match even shorter. He went for a while after, so that makes me believe that it's not really a serious injury if it is one. But this was just great from beginning to end, except for I think Cena talked for a little bit too long. But Cena's got to do his own thing, so I didn't care too much. But just when Bret Hart came out and introduced Sami Zayn, big pop. Probably biggest pop of the night. People were going absolutely apeshit. He was over like crazy. People were into the match from beginning to end. They were into, following Sami Zayn, almost winning the United States title on his debut on Raw. It was, like I said, this is just how you do it. This is how you do debuts, and it helps when you do it in their home country, home state, wherever. Just, like I said, great from beginning to end. And, I'll say this 1,000 times, and it won't get any more truer, but Sami Zayn is going to be huge when he's full-time on the main roster. When he's just the most likable guy, and he's somebody that everybody watching WWE, you can connect to the guy because he's the underdog. He's this nice guy, goes out there and he gives it all, and it's just like, and you believe it. That's what Cena's character is that he never gives up, and hustle, loyalty, and respect, and yada yada yada. But so many people think it's bullshit because they don't believe that's really Cena. When you're seeing Sami Zayn, you really believe that's who he is, so you invest in it.
And a couple things I wanted to note on. Cena actually tweeted that himself too. Like, he tweeted after the match, said Sami Zayn never gave up, and he really respects him for it. Cena really won the crowd over as well with this promo. The crowd was, chanting Sami Zayn, ole, ole, you name it. But Cena really won that crowd over, and you got to give him respect for that. And one more thing I want to touch on, cheap little plug actually, is Heath Slater came out as well and got, knocked out by Bret Hart and just out of there. I interviewed PJ Black, the former Justin Gabriel, last night, and he gave me a huge hint during that interview that Heath Slater won't be around with WWE for that much longer. So
maybe that was a send-off.
Maybe.
Thanks for coming out and getting knocked out by a 60-year-old man who can't even walk.
Let's not to mention a Hall of Famer.
A former multiple-time world champion.
What I was thinking with this match is I seriously thought with the whole injury thing when they started doing it, I 100% thought Kevin Owens was going to interfere because
speaking of Kevin Owens, I want to read some tweets that he tweeted. Go John Cena. That was his first tweet. Go John Cena. As soon as the match started. And I guess after the match, he tweeted all these, which I'm thinking he's talking about his fucking coworkers. All these NXT dorks tweeting how proud they are Sami Zayn should have their Twitter accounts suspended. I think he's got to be talking about his coworkers. A lot of his coworkers were like tweeting like congrats.
He definitely was.
He was the best. Kevin Owens he's seriously like the best damn heel in the company. Like on social media, when he's on NXT, he's the fucking best. And it's so weird because everybody knows how close like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are. So he's tweeting all this trash talk and blasting Sami Zayn, but on the inside he's like, God damn, we made it. Like me and him going from PWG of Honor, we made it.
One more tweet, he said, man, I just blocked a lot of people. Good times. I don't know what happened, but he for sure had fun tonight.
Man,
on social media.
I know him during his feud with Alex Riley was hilarious as well. He'd always tweet some random 5-year-olds or something that somehow got the access of Twitter and are tweeting something about Riley raging and spelling it horribly, and friggin' Owens will just go off on him.
There was one where he said something, or someone said something to him about so-and-so was going to kick their ass, but they spelled ass, A-S, and so he's like, oh no, my ass, and it was ridiculous. Like, he completely will make people look like shit if you tweet him and there's a typo in it. I think it's awesome.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to look out. You got Sami Zayn. He'll be going against Kevin Owens in a special NXT TakeOver May 20th, live on the network. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be happening. So Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, second time, and I think this one's going to be way better than the first one. But let's move on. I want to talk about
an actual match.
Yeah, definitely on that one, dude. Somebody I want to talk about. I know his match tonight was like whatever, but I think they don't know what to do with this guy. Stardust.
You mean Mr. Sinister?
You mean? Are you talking about you?
I will say.
No.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I was joking. I was joking.
Right.
I was joking.
I was gonna say, man, you gotta get to the comic books.
I will say, Jesus, man, the finish of that match, the bag of spiders, I was fucking dying, man.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was hilarious because R-Truth versus the Spiders is one of the longest feuds going in WWE. But but I could see, I see where it comes from. I mean, Cody Rhodes is so goddamn talented, and this just, I mean, the Stardust character proves it even more. And you see videos online, from WrestleMania and different interviews where he's still Stardust. He doesn't do any interviews as Cody Rhodes. He's into that Stardust character 100%. And this is a guy that could, another main eventer. He has the in-ring skills. He has the mic skills. He has the personality. He has everything that WWE says that they look for in a guy, and yet he's doing nothing. We didn't even get a Stardust Goldust match at WrestleMania, so we didn't get, the long-awaited Cody Rhodes Goldust WrestleMania match that's been going on for 3-4 years that we've been waiting for. And it's just like, what does this guy have to do to prove that he belongs in the main event? The only upside with Cody Rhodes right now is that he's still young. I think he's like 28, 29. So that works in his advantage. He still has time where he can get back into the main event scene, but I don't know. It's a weird situation.
He's supposed to do a triple moonsault off the top of the steel cage.
Hey, guys, you guys mind holding? I thought we have a call from someone who I think I know who it is. All I have to say, if it is who I think it is, you say something retarded, you will be hung up. 323, you're live on WH Radio.
Yeah, what's up? Hello.
Hello. How you doing, sir?
Yes, you're on.
How you doing?
Yeah, man. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, I just want to talk about a little bit of Clipper basketball. They won today against the Spin.
Have a good day.
What was that?
Have a fucking good day. It's that bum fucking mysterious Mexican. Have a bum-ass day.
Just put it this way, he's happy that his Los Angeles Clippers won today, and this is the furthest they're going to go.
Talk about that sport on here. This is professional wrestling. We don't talk about NBA. You gonna talk about NBA? Find a fucking podcast that talks about fucking NBA. Have a good day. I'm sorry.
I think you just
I officially think we have some gimmick infringement going on here. True God Immortal, I think your rant of the week has been stolen by Skits. I apologize in advance.
Shout out to True, by the way.
He's gonna be pissed.
Shout out to fucking True, by the way.
Well, I just think he called just to get in your skin, Skits, because you deal with the Clippers.
I don't even want to talk about basketball right now because this is the Elite Podcast Network where we talk professional wrestling. So let's continue. Nikki Bella, she was supposed to have a match tonight against Naomi, but the ass looking nice tonight. That new entrance, like the new camera angle, wow. Okay, WWE, I see you. But
I hate the new entrance music, but I'm glad it's not Brodus Clay's theme song anymore. That's a good thing.
How about that
Instagram
photo? How about that Instagram picture she posted over the weekend? I'm sorry to get off topic, but Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
No, that's totally on topic.
For sure.
I haven't seen it.
I'm going to shit when any guy on the fucking internet says, oh, Nikki Bella's got big tits, and, why is she a banging her? Nikki Bella is hot as hell. I'm pretty sure that 100% of the guys that called Nikki Bella ugly on the internet, if she came up to them, they would shit their fucking pants. And they'd piss their pants because they're little pansy babies that wouldn't be able to talk to a girl. Fucking Nikki Bella is smoking hot. She's got a nice ass. So what if she's got fake tits? They're still tits.
As the song would say,
tits, yo.
God, as the song would say, I would eat the booty like groceries. That is all.
Wow.
Savages.
He really said that.
Savage.
He really said that. Tonight when Nikki was coming down with Bree, out of nowhere Naomi just comes down the ring and she's with Tamina Snuka, who makes a comeback. And dude, I'm loving this new Naomi. Naomi is such a killer right now. Her attitude, she's got the braids out, doing her thing. I got to give it to her and Tamina Snuka by her side. And I'm loving it. I want to see where this goes.
I saw this firsthand on the house show on Saturday, and it was very interesting. They kind of tested it out there, and I guess it went so well that they decided to go forward with it right on television.
Tamina, I love Tamina's super kick. I remember, when was it? It was probably 2012 or 2013 when she gave the super kick to Nikki Bella when I think we're in a tag match or something, and it was just a great.
That's when Nikki was ass, meaning garbage. That's when Nikki was garbage.
Yeah, that was a great super kick, and Tamina can, she's good in the ring when she can be. She's had her fair share of bad matches. I don't know if you can blame that on her or a couple other of the divas, but regardless, she stands out. She stands out among the divas, so it's going to be interesting. And somebody pointed this out on Twitter. It kind of seems like Naomi is doing what AJ was doing, but it's the exact same thing, but it's just Naomi now.
I have no problems with it. What Naomi's doing, because it kind of makes sense with her and Tamina together, because they are basically family. Because Jimmy, is related to Usos, so.
Yeah. And you think that's why they brought Tamina back? It had to be, right?
I think Tamina was on her way back anyways, period. But
this angle, at least.
Yeah, I would say. Plus,
I guess I'm not. So I was gonna say, I guess I'm wrong about the whole Funk Adactyls reunion. So.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't even know what you're thinking, dude.
Well, I just thought that they're gonna help Cameron get her back, but
what if Cameron?
Snooki.
I was gonna say, what if Cameron joins his table, but it's all about family, so that wouldn't make sense.
We don't hire bums.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, WWE just releases Cameron. That's what I'm hoping for. Is that Cameron just gets released? I want Cameron out of the WWE as soon as humanly possible. Her and Rosa Mendez should be released immediately, and they should give
Rosa
the money.
Mendez can stay. I like Rosa.
I think Vince McMahon.
How do you like Rosa? Rosa is. You talk about bums.
I don't like her in the ring. I just like watching her, dude.
What do you watch her? She looks like her skin looks like leather. Number one.
I'm not trying to fucking watch her in the ring. I'm trying to watch that ass, on the sideline.
I think Vince McMahon, when he ends up firing Cameron, he should not say you're fired, but he should say girl bye.
And I don't think Rosa's ever going to get fired as long as Michael Hayes is around.
Holy shit, that's so awesome.
Wow. What about bye Felicia? Michael Hayes.
We're going in right now, man.
And maybe when Rosa stops sucking on that Michael Hayes dick, then
all right, let's not go down on these girls. Cause if they get fucking released, we want them here on the fucking show. Probably, you never know.
You want bumps on the show?
True. Hey, if it's breaking views, fuck it. But let's take another break. Can we?
Break it next. Cash and checks.
Let's take another break. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you.
Hey guys, this is Pikachu, and I'm challenging Wrestling Heads Radio to a Pokemon battle. Boom, baby.
Hey, this is Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, Red Dragon, Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. We just happen to be the best tag team on planet Earth, and you are listening to Wrestling Heads Radio.
Fucking bullshit!
That's, you know what that explains? Rose Hernandez and Cameron still being employed. Welcome back to Wrestling Heads Radio.
Holy shit.
Oh, sucky, ducky, ducky, quack, quack.
We have a soundbite for that, kid.
I love it, Mago. I'm pointing.
I know you do. I was going to do it, but I was like, fuck it. Oh, shit. But, we got a lot of shit to talk about. Just to speed up the show, King Barrett and Sheamus went over Neville and Dolph Ziggler. Of course, you know, it looks like King Barrett is going to feud with Neville probably at Payback. They're going to have one-on-one, Ziggler and Sheamus again. So, and Roman Reigns, Randy Orton tonight. At the end, basically, you know, it was basically everybody knew it was going to happen. Nobody was really going to win the match, and Dean Ambrose was going to get involved at the end, but I was surprised to see Dean Ambrose as the last man standing in the ring with his music hitting to have Raw go off. Everybody's thoughts on that?
Like I said, man, Dean Ambrose being in line for a push, this adds a lot of intriguing factors to the main event of Payback. It's actually an intriguing match now.
Yeah, like I said, like I told Tom a couple of weeks ago, I think Tom mentioned that Dean Ambrose losing steam. Well, I never thought that he loses steam. I mean, every time I go to a WWE show in person, he gets a loud response. You were at a house show. Was Dean Ambrose there? Did he get a loud response to the match?
He got one of the biggest pop. He got the biggest pop of the night, face pop. I would definitely say so.
Yeah,
main event, right?
Main event. It was him and Luke Harper.
See, and it just seems like every time he gets he just always gets a freaking, pretty much they always get a loud pop. So, they're listening.
And I think if they have a lot of faith in Ambrose to end off the shows, like to send the fans home happy, I think they have a lot of faith in him to be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion if needed.
Yeah, well, I'm still getting towards he's going to win the Money in the Bank. He's probably going to tease Rollins the next few months that he can cash in any time. So that's why I see it going the next couple of months.
Anybody else want to share a thought?
Yeah, I mean, someone said earlier about how quickly someone can be reinserted into the main event just by winning one match. Do it with the right dude. I mean, you can't just have some random motherfucker come in, win a match, and make it a fatal four-way. Like, Dean Ambrose has been over. And if you're going to do it with someone, you got to do it with someone who's already over. Yes, this puts them over more, but you have to do it with someone who's already over, in my opinion. You can't just be reinserted into the main event or inserted into the main event for the first time.
Ambrose has been over for a while.
I have no problem with him being in the match. If he's in the match, that's fine. What I do have a problem with, and I said this earlier, and I tweeted it to you guys or at Wrestling Heads, and I just said that the app vote basically that they did, I think it was last week, doesn't matter now. So if they were going to do this all along, then that app, why did they even do that app vote? That's my issue with it.
I want to ask you that.
And okay.
Well, you know how it is. They say they always change plans. I mean, change of plans and shit. So
yeah,
that's what I think happened.
Probably, but and I hope that this gives me a reason to care about Dean Ambrose, because I've always said within the last 5-6 months that I haven't cared about him, because they don't do anything to make me want to care. And him being crazy in promos and stuff like that, yeah, it's great, but I need somebody to actually win, like, a series of matches. And he won one match at the last pay-per-view, Extreme Rules, but other than that, he really hasn't done much. So I hope this is a way to get him some momentum, or they can get him some momentum off this. But I have a feeling that he's only in this match to take the fall. And that's another problem that I have with him being there.
And that could be right, and I'm not disagreeing with that, but I think, like, you know, when he was feuding with Bray Wyatt, I think they booked themselves into a corner where they really had two dudes who they didn't want to have lose because they didn't exactly know where their futures were going, but they saw a future in both these dudes. So Ambrose actually came out on the losing end, and Wyatt came out on the winning end, but he still ain't doing shit, so who the fuck knows what they're
doing? Yeah.
You know what's funny about, he just mentioned Bray Wyatt. I want to say one thing before we end Raw about Bray Wyatt and Ryback's little feud. I can see this leading to a returning Wyatt family, and this is why. On SmackDown, Bray and Luke just had a little stare down. They just looked at each other. Ryback had a match with Luke Harper. And then now you heard his reports that over the weekend, Eric Rowan has been working as a heel. So could this mean the returning Wyatt family is coming up pretty soon?
Before we answer that, let me ask you a question, Matt. How was it? How was Eric Rowan as a heel? Because you actually was at that show.
Yeah, he faced Sami Zayn. Very, very weird. It seems like they're going in a direction with his character, like his sheep mask is telling him what to do. Like he was listening to his sheep mask, and like, I don't know. It was just a really weird direction in his character. Hopefully it works out for him. But it got over with the Hamilton crowd, so hopefully it gets over with the TV crowd.
All right. I actually have a special guest. Eyes on the Reigns host himself, True God Immortal. What's up, bro?
What's good? What's going on? What's going on? What's up, man?
What's poppin', man?
Who's all on, man? Who's all on? I haven't had a chance to. I'm usually I just finished doing my show that we just brought back tonight, so I figured that I was in the mood to talk.
Of course, we got Oscar, we got Tom, Matt's on, we got Nathan, and we got Brent on. Brooklyn.
Wow. Oh yeah. JTG, man, gonna be on Wrestle Chat, right, on Friday. I'm gonna have to take some time out of my schedule to call into that because, like I said, JTG owe me money. I don't care what anybody says.
He really does.
He owes me money. I created
we talked about him more than anybody else had talked about him, even himself, in the last 3 years. He owes you some motherfucking money for that.
I mean, man, look at this, man. I created an account at JTGHOF.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I didn't block it.
I think. I don't know. I think I did a account. He owes me. Really? Okay. Well, he owes me some money, man. He owes me some money on a damn T-shirt.
Sorry.
2039. 24 years left to greatness, baby. Trust me, it's happening. JTJ is a future Hall of Famer. That made my week. Seeing him, literally seeing his name pop up, I was like, oh, shit, this is what I've been waiting. Yeah.
True. You my boy, but on the Hall of Fame comment, hashtag stop it.
Never. Look, you're scared. Listen, man, I know out there in LA, man. I know out there in LA, y'all don't get down with that Brooklyn style. Y'all not down with that Brooklyn style. I'm not from Brooklyn either. That's irrelevant. But my point is, y'all not showing respect. Y'all not showing respect to that man, JTG.
Hey, but you know what? Actually, there's actually somebody on Wrestling Heads right now that has met fucking Crime Time. Talk to him, Oscar.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Those two guys were pretty cool. I actually talked to a person about there was a little rumor going on that they were going to Lucha Underground. They were like, "What rumor? What the fuck?" It's like when you watch them in the past in the WWE, it's actually them, you know. The money, yeah. It's actually them, you know. They're not doing it in character. It's actually them. They were fucking around a lot. I remember when they were getting paid, JTG grabbed his money. He was like, "Hey, Chad, what's your share? What's your share?" You know. So he got his money. He's trying to run away from his money and shit. So they're really close. They're really cool dudes. But yeah, they're. Oh, he also said they want to match with the Young Bucks, and they're for real about that because when they had that. I know, but when they had that event going on, the Family Wrestling Entertainment was supposed to happen here in Los Angeles. They were saying, "Oh, we gotta look for who's the booker because I don't see no Young Bucks in the match. We want to be in the match with the Young Bucks." Like, all right, go. I told them good luck with that. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
I'm sorry to switch. Oh shit! Speaking of JTG, the boys just fucking DM your boy.
What? Hey, you know, JTG is getting that money.
Shout out to JTG.
Oh, shucky, ducky, quack.
Okay, listen to the show.
God,
he's probably listening. Hey, JTG, if you're listening, man, it's True God Immortal. Look, I've been doing this campaign, damn it. I need you on it. You need to have JTG Hall of Fame 2039 shirts, man. That's merchandise right there. You got to run with that. I gave you something to run with. It was marketing, merchandise. True, okay, like skits. Everybody knows this is a long ass running joke. What should have ended almost a year ago. He got fired a year ago, right? Like about a year ago now. So it should have ended a long time ago, but it will never die. It will never.
It was like 2 years ago.
This will never die. Never die. JTG will be a Hall of Famer years from now. Years.
If Coco Beware can make it, JTG can make it.
There you go. That's it.
Damn right.
You gotta say that. You ain't gotta say nothing, man. You ain't gotta say nothing. Hold on. Was the Crown Time ever won the tag team titles? Did they ever win the tag?
No, they didn't. That's like the biggest robbery in history.
What a jip. What a damn jip.
Real quick, I know Oscar mentioned the Young Bucks. Speaking of the Young Bucks, the new IWGP Junior Tag Team Champs, I believe this is the third time?
Yeah, third time.
Three times.
Hell of a matchup though, with Trent and Rocky and Red Dragon.
Can I ask you guys, as somebody who doesn't normally watch New Japan, what's the point of putting the titles on RPG Vice just to have them drop them back to the Young Bucks so soon?
You know, I was gonna say the same thing. Why give the titles to RPG Vice and then you drop them to the Bucks 2 months later? I didn't get that either.
I don't know what New Japan is doing with the IWGP Junior Tag titles. Usually what they do is if they're gonna put it on somebody new, they let the new team at least hold it for a little while. Red Dragon didn't hold it for that long before RPG Vice came in and took the titles from them. When the Young Bucks won their first IWGP Junior Tag titles, they held it, I believe, for 7-8 months. So their first reign was successful, and I don't know. I don't like it. I didn't like that the Young Bucks won because they literally just put the titles on Roppongi Vice, and you're trying to build up this new team. And, I guess what they're trying to go for is this RPG Vice Young Bucks feud.
Didn't they pin Rocky, too? Who they pin Rocky, right?
I can't remember the exact finish, just because that whole wrestling Duntaku
It could have been one of the Red Dragon members. It could have been one of those guys too.
I thought it was Bobby Fish that got pinned. I could be wrong. I thought it was Bobby Fish. Like I said, that Duntaku show, it was pretty long, so it's hard to remember exact finishes.
A question: if Bobby Fish got pinned, was there a reason for it?
I believe everybody was outside the ring too when that happened. I believe one of the Bucks one of the Bucks, they like double super kick Trent when he was hanging from the fucking rope. You just gotta watch the match, dude. But it was a hell of a match. I'll tell you that. Everybody on the show, if you watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, I really think you should check it out. And who doesn't even watch it should watch it.
Some big news, actually. New Japan World apparently added some English interface or something. So now everything's going to be all in English.
Yeah. A lot of people were getting confused because they thought that now the commentary was going to be in English, and that's not the case. There are subtitles when you go to New Japan World. There are subtitles at the bottom, but it's kind of like, roughly translated. It's not going to be exact English. But it still gets the point across. But it's just now it's an English interface when people sign up for New Japan World. That way it's easier and you don't have to go through all the different steps it takes to translate and which buttons which, and it just makes it easier for English speaking and literate people to sign up for New Japan World, which is smart because I believe 20 to 25% of people that have New Japan World are primarily English, and then the rest probably is going to be, Japanese. So smart on New Japan to do that.
And since we're talking about subscription services, how about AIW launching AIW Archive?
Yeah, I saw that too. $7.99, right?
Correct, Mundo.
And don't forget, Smash Wrestling also has their sort of type of WWE Network type of thing also.
That's correct. $7.49 a month for that. Big fan of that network and big fan of AIWs as well. Recommend both.
So question
is, going to be the future, and pretty soon people aren't going to sell. You're not going to be able to buy DVDs anymore. Probably that's the way it seems like it's going.
I kind of like it, though.
What's the next independent promotion that's going to have their on-demand type of thing, like what Smash and AIW is doing? Is AAW going to do it? I doubt. I'm pretty sure and doubting that PWG won't do it for some reason.
I will.
I don't know. No way.
They definitely won't do it. TNA will do it. I think TNA is the next to do it. I think they're going to put all their old stuff onto one big library and charge a certain amount a month. And
that's going to be a waste of money for them.
What about Ring of Honor?
Maybe them as well.
Yeah, because I know with Ring of Honor, a lot of the older shows, like from, since they began to around, I'd say, 07, 08, maybe early 2009, a lot of those shows aren't available on DVD anymore, and you can't find them unless somebody has them or somebody's selling it on eBay. So it would be smart for Ring of Honor to do that you can go back and watch a lot of those old shows, with Danielson and Nigel McGuinness and Kenta and all those different guys.
Dude, if Ring of Honor does it, I'll definitely get that on the ASAP tip.
Yeah, but the thing is that if they do that, then what happens with pay-per-view? Then they can't do pay-per-view anymore.
Yeah, true.
Why not?
True.
Well, because if you're
realistically, they're doing both right now. I mean, they're airing iPay-per-views and pay-per-views right now.
Yeah, true, because they just announced that Desperate Honor is going to be an iPay-per-view.
If they go to a strict, just an on-demand service, I think it's going to be like the WWE Network, where pay-per-view providers are going to get pissed off and either up the price or decide to not carry Ring of Honor pay-per-views in general.
Maybe. On the note of independent wrestling, another Raw alternative got announced as well. I'm not sure if you guys saw that.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah.
I believe Chikara got added.
Yeah, Chikara was the final promotion added. Smash Wrestling, Alpha One Wrestling, AIW, AAW, C4, and a few other promotions a part of it as well. I believe Dreamwave, Freelance, a couple of the others. It's going to be a great night for independent wrestling. I believe it's May 18th.
Yeah, I believe so.
So, if you guys want to check that out, youtube.com/BeyondWrestling.
Speaking of independent wrestling, let's go ahead and announce who Samoa Joe's opponent will be at Smash Wrestling.
Jesus Christ.
All we needed was 25 retweets, and it has been announced Chris Hero and Samoa Joe will be going one-on-one at Smash Wrestling.
Jesus Christ. It is going to be an absolute war at Smash Wrestling. And it's for a great cause as well. I highly recommend checking out smash-wrestling.com. Grab your tickets. They are going to sell out quick.
As Jim Ross would say, it's going to be a slobber master.
Yep, I'd agree.
I mean, it's going to be crazy, and Samoa Joe's getting a little bit more time on the indies. Kind of still negotiating with WWE. That's at least what the talks are. So we'll see how much longer Joe continues being on the indies.
And another thing, I know we talked about AIW a couple minutes ago. They released their J-Lit brackets during Raw. And that's a very unpredictable tournament, if I could say so.
Let me double check and see the bracket while we're talking. I did see some of the folks are going to be in there.
Nick Gage.
Okay.
Nick effing Gage is going to be in there. Someone's going to get hurt.
Nick Gage, Cedric Alexander, Zema Ion, Josh Prohibition, Jennifer Blake, Alessandro Del Bruno, Tyler Thomas, Eric Ryan. It's going to be a stacked tournament. Cedric Alexander. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, I definitely just pulled it up, and the names Rowe.
Nunzio's in the fucking tournament. Nunzio, man.
Is that Christopher Daniels?
Alex Daniels.
Oh, okay.
He's him and Joshua saying really good prospects at AIW. If you haven't seen their work yet, check them out.
Another thing AIW did, today they also announced Saturday, May 23rd, Mia Yim will go against Jennifer Blake.
Jen Blake from AAA, Mia Yim obviously on TNA, going down for J-Lit weekend, Gino a day show, I think it is, or something. It's going to be a fun time.
Since we're putting over women right now, we might as well go to fucking AWS one time. Melina is coming in for a show out here in SoCal. I'm not sure who she's going against. I think Oscar might know.
No, she's not wrestling. She's a special guest referee for a Falls Count Anywhere match between Hudson and Andy. She's defending her title against cheerleader Melissa. It's going to go all out. So expecting maybe to be like a hardcore match, if anything.
The question is, can they top that Candice Hudson every match that happened?
Probably not.
I don't think so. That match was brutal. I was there. I fucking was on top of my chair because I didn't want blood on me. I was sitting in front row, and they were right in front of me, killing each other, and I was like, fuck, man. And Hudson Envy had to whip her hair back like the Undertaker, and her blood was on my arm. I was like, shit. So I doubt that will top that.
Also, you have former WWE superstar Karina Waters. She's gonna be there too. The fucking card is stacked. Like women's wrestling is very overlooked right now.
To stay on the note
of
women's independent wrestling, I would have to say go back to Smash Wrestling, give Divas a chance. The same day as that Samoa Joe Chris Hero show, they're actually running a double event. Their first show being Give Divas a Chance, and they've announced their full card. Candice LeRae against Allison Kay. Cherry Bomb will be in the house. We'll have Courtney Russia in the house. Veda Scott taking on Portia Perez. Heidi Lovelace. Jules Malone, Vanessa Craven, Jennifer Blake, and more going to be in the house for that event. So, I mean, Smash Wrestling really putting a spotlight on women's wrestling, if I could say so.
Definitely good.
I would say outside of the mainstream products, although Impact Wrestling does their women's division very well, independent wrestling is putting a spotlight on women's wrestling right now.
Which is great.
Yeah.
I agree.
Real quick, since we got Eyes on the Ring on the show, True, Nathan, what you guys got planned for Sunday? If you guys want to throw it out there.
To be honest, for Sunday, I give you I guess just what happened yesterday on the show was we ended up talking the majority of the show about what was going to happen at WrestleMania 32. Mainly because of the fact, and the reason why is because I honestly have been out of the loop on wrestling, this WWE, and otherwise too. I follow a little bit what's going on indie-wise, but I haven't really had the passion for wrestling in the last 7 to 8 months. A whole lot going on. So usually what I do, as far as like what I do for the show, it kind of just wings it. We kind of just wing it most of the time, and I'll come up with something by Wednesday or Thursday, because I just started up the DAR radio show again, so it's like I have multiple shows to do, so I just try to space everything out. I don't know yet. I don't know if Nathan has an idea. If anybody else has some ideas on what to talk about, I'm definitely open.
How big is Batista's dick?
Whoa, Paul.
True. We can talk about Velvet Sky. Huh?
No, please. You've been talking about Velvet Sky for 3 damn years, man. No, just let this go. You know what? You know what we're gonna talk about? I know what I'll talk about on Sunday. I'm going to give you 100 reasons why JTG belongs in the Hall of Fame in 2039. That's literally what I'm going to do. This entire show is going to be based around JTG. No, if he hasn't called up, he's not going to be calling in. He doesn't have to. I'm going to give you 100 reasons why JTG should be in the Hall of Fame for 2039. And I'll give you a preview. Of some of those reasons. Reason number 1, he made cornrows relevant throughout the 2000s and 2010s. When people started wearing cornrows, JTG was still doing it. He also pulled off wrestling in a pair of leather pants.
Wow.
After these are legit reasons, people. He wrestled in Timbs. You can't wrestle in Timbs. I've tried it before. It doesn't work. I've actually got in the ring one time in a pair of Timbs. It doesn't work. JTG wrestled full matches in a pair of Tim boots. Maybe they were Birdman lugs. I'm not sure.
He rode the fucking lugs.
He
rode the lugs like he was driving a car.
To everybody listening right now that's getting this preview for Eyes on the Ring on Sunday, I want somebody to call in on Sunday and counteract True God Immortal's 100 reasons why JTG should be in the Hall of Fame with 100 reasons why he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
There's no such thing.
No. I got a better one.
We're going to need like 8 hours for this show.
I got a better one. 100 reasons why Shad Gaspard should be in the Hall of Fame instead.
Man.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I'll give you some reasons. You want to preview that too? I'll give you reasons for that too.
No.
Shad Gaspard, hold on. Shad Gaspard is an actor. I happened to be in the movie theater on a date. I was on a date, and I was forced to go see Think Like a Man 2. And Shad Gaspard was a male stripper in Think Like a Man 2, and I literally could not believe my eyes.
Only True would notice some shit like that.
Look, man. I was in the movie, and I'm sitting next to the girl, and I'm like, man, this movie sucks. This movie's terrible. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's the some bitch from Crime Time. And she's like, who?
Wow.
That's Shad from Crime Time. Why is in this movie?
Oh,
If you don't believe me, you go look up on, I don't know, Netflix or Hulu, whatever. Look up Think Like a Man 2 and go to like near the end of the movie. Shad Gaspard is literally a male stripper in this movie. It makes no sense, no purpose. He's also been in
I can tell you personally that's something that I never want to see in my life. So
I was disappointed that I got to see that. I didn't want to go see the movie anyway, but when I got to that part, I realized I was like, man. And also, hold on, Shad was also a part, if I'm not mistaken, of he was in a documentary, wasn't he? He was in a documentary. He's like a pretty well used extra in a lot of stuff now. So that there you go. I mean, how many wrestlers leave the WWE and go on to be extras in movies that make over $100 million? That's not a reason.
Prisoners. This topic of conversation is what we like to call a train wreck, folks.
This is going to be something else on Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure y'all listen to Eyes on the Ring. It's definitely going to be.
Look, if you really expect me to actually do 100 reasons why JTG or Sam Casbar's in the Hall of Fame, please don't call in. Don't listen to the show if you're expecting it. Because you know what?
I think you just listed all of them, yo.
No, I said 100.
You're gonna let your great listeners down? What's wrong with you?
Oh man, shut up. Okay, listen. All right, look. Right now, I'm in my notepad on my phone, and I am like ferociously typing away 100 reasons why JTG. I've only got to number 4 so far, and I'm stumped. But I will get to 100 by the time Sunday comes. And I really have nothing else to say. I have nothing else to say.
I can't wait.
Doink the Clown. You know what? That's what I'm going to talk about. People who should be in the Hall of Fame that nobody gives them credit. Doink the Clown is a Hall of Famer at some point. The Brooklyn Brawler is going to be a Hall of Famer. Okay? Yeah, Doink the Clown. Was it Matt Bourne or something like that? Was his real name?
Yeah. He was
Man Mountain Rock. Mantar.
Man Mountain Rock? Are you fucking serious?
Hold on.
What about the Goon?
T.L. Hopper, Duke the Dumpster Trophy.
Oh my God! Here we. Hold on, True. Hold on, guys. Hold that thought, cause we kind of like run out of time here. So before we go, I just wanted to let everybody know tomorrow NXT special on ESPN. Not the NXT special.
I think it's WWE.
Excuse me.
I think it's just a WWE special, not NXT.
No, it's NXT. It's the full. It's ESPN 360 or E60 on NXT. They shot it during WrestleMania 31 weekend, apparently.
So make sure everybody watch that. 8:00 p.m. East Coast time is going down. And for those that's going to watch SmackDown, contract signing with Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, and Dean Ambrose. Another thing, Thursday,
no one cares
be
about
back
SmackDown.
here. There's a lot of people that's watching SmackDown nowadays.
I got something for the Las Vegas listeners. If you are or if you're gonna be in Vegas on Wednesday, 11 o'clock local time, I guess Jeff Jarrett's gonna have a press conference in the Orleans Hotel. I think that's going to reveal the roster of Global Force Wrestling and information about tapings. I'm hearing that, I'm guessing they're going to include travel packages. Like, say if Tom wants to go to Global Force, he can fly out there and all the travel packages also. They're probably going to reveal the roster on Wednesday, so we'll finally find out what's up with this Global Force thing, you know?
So on Thursday, we'll be talking more about Global Force. We'll talk more about New Japan since we didn't get to finish on that.
We still got 20 minutes, man. We still got 20 minutes.
I don't think we're going to finish because I didn't get to finish watching the whole fucking show anyway, so I'd rather wait. But also, Thursday, Eli Everfly will be back here on WH Radio. It's confirmed. It's going down Thursday. So we'll be talking to him about AWS, Championship Wrestling Hollywood, Santino Bros, and him training with Eva Marie and Brian Kendrick. Yeah. So that's about it. We'll probably talk some more indie wrestling too on Thursday.
It's actually going to be a really stacked week here in the Elite Podcast Network. Tomorrow we're going to be talking Fringe Pro Wrestling, Ethan Page, Scotty O'Shea, and more are going to be guests. Wednesday, Mike Bailey's going to be on the Indie Power Rankings Tag Team Top 5 reveal. Thursday, you guys have Eli Everfly on, and then Friday, JTG on. So, stacked week, guys.
And then I definitely plan on stacking more the week after, if you feel me. Holla if you feel me.
Holla, holla.
Was that a Scott Steiner?
It was.
I'm kissing my bicep.
It got quiet for a second. I was like, was that a Scott Steiner reference? I was like, okay, all right.
Does Stacy Keibler come with a reference?
Stacy Keibler can bring them legs over here any day of the week.
Yep.
Here we go. What is she doing lately? What is Stacy Keibler doing lately? Has anybody seen?
She's doing Clooney.
Yeah, that's what she's doing.
I thought they broke up. I swear.
Who knows?
Because George Clooney don't keep women around long. Stacy Keibler is no exception. So, what do you mean?
You remember that song Kanye West made called Gold Digger? Yeah, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But she ain't messing when I'm broke.
Well, here's the thing. Stacy Keibler is, to me, has always been an opportunist. Not to really talk about her. She was an opportunist. She was an opportunist when she was a cheerleader for the Ravens, and she turned that into somehow. And
for the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, and then she turned that into, getting to be in WCW, and then she went to WWE. Like, her career is not significant. When I think of the greatest divas of all time, she's not on my list. She just has some of the best legs of all time as far as divas go. But, I mean.
You know what, Drew? When I was a youngster, bro, and every time I saw her get in the ring, and I saw them legs, I was like, Jesus!
And a wacky neck fit off, too.
I don't know about that, though.
If we're going to get on the topic toward the end of the show, I'm going to say this. Tori Wilson tops Stacy Keibler. Tori Wilson, 10 times hotter than Stacy Keibler.
You know what? One day here on WH Radio.
I'm
wait, you know what?
Don fucking Marie. Good night, folks.
I'm taking this idea.
No, damn it. I had it first. I was thinking it. Hold on, True. Let's do this. Let's bring this to Wrestle Chat, and let's have a big show, and we can talk about our top fucking divas or whatever.
That's gonna be a filthy ass show, because I'm not really gonna be talking about wrestling. We talk about divas, because I'm not talking about wrestling. I'm talking about when Tori Wilson and Dawn Marie was in the hotel together and shit like that. That's what I want to talk about. When Tori was up.
Or when Kat showed her titties to everybody. Or Mae Young.
No, Mae Young. No.
Gentlemen, this is what you would call, when Matt said, a train wreck. It is out of control, off the tracks. Look out below. My God.
This is entertainment. This is entertainment. This is what this is. This is entertainment. When you talk about Stacy Keibler's legs and Tori Wilson, which I agree, Tori Wilson is hotter than. I think Tori Wilson is look-wise.
And you know what? I'm going to say it here. I'll probably say it on Wrestle Chat again if I'm on. If Trish Stratus isn't your number one, you're fucking gay. Simple as that.
Not really gay.
You're not your number one. You're gay.
Hold on.
I mean,
but not that there's anything wrong with gay people.
Wait a minute now.
Sunny in her prime. You know what?
Jesus!
No, Sunny in her
prime probably wasn't all that though, man.
Sunny wasn't all that though. Like, she wasn't all that. Like she was never. I don't know.
Like,
as New Jack would say,
between Sunny and Missy Hyatt, they shared like 20 diseases.
As
New Jack would say, fucking Sunny was sucking motherfuckers off in the closet and shit. So as New Jack would put it on blast.
Wait, she said, look, here's the thing. When I found out Sunny was showing them things for like $100 on Skype, that's when I knew for a fact. I was like, Sunny has no value. She's out there, got two in the pink and one in the stink on Skype for $100. It's completely ridiculous. That I can't look at her the same anymore. I can't look at her the same anymore.
My boy, Oscar actually met her at Evolve.
I met her at Evolve.
Her vagina looks like a burnt pizza. Like, goddamn.
I saw some pictures, man. I was horrified. I was very horrified.
Hey, funny part is this. I think it was either JTG or Shad showing me pictures of her Skype on their phones. I wanted them to show them to me. Like, what the fuck? You guys actually saved it in your phone? Yeah.
You know what?
God. Wow.
Hold on. What's sadder about that? Man. You gotta think about it. What's sadder about that is that people really do pay her a lot of money. Like, she's got a nice house that she just moved into or some shit like that. Like, she's got a house that she was living in, and I'm like, and this is basically, she just sits on Skype for 10 minutes, like I said, two in the pink, one in the stink, and is literally like fucking going to town on herself every 10 minutes just for laying there naked, like for dudes for $100. That's lucrative.
The last time I saw her, dude, was at WrestleCon, and she was with what's my boy's name that he calls Lucha. What's his name?
And Lucha. Matt Striker.
Yeah, Matt Striker. They're sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was Sonny, bro. That's how bad it is. So
it ain't the same, man. Being the most downloaded woman on the internet in like '96. It's 2015. Goddammit. It's like drugs and alcohol have ruined her life. Drugs and alcohol have ruined her life. So it's like she it happens. That happens. I mean that happens though. But I'll be honest, Tori Wilson. I saw Tori Wilson. I don't think she's as
Tori's looking bomb, bro. I saw her at WrestleCon too.
I haven't seen her up close.
Mickey James.
I saw pictures of her and she
Kelly hot too.
Mickey James, I like Mickey James. I had the opportunity of performing before Mickey James along with.
You really did, yeah.
Yeah, I did. Like I had a concert that I got pulled up on stage by my boy Craig Veltri. And Mickey James in person. I'll say this though, Mickey James in person. When I saw her at that time, I got to hug her and kind of fill up on her a little bit, you know. Some shit happens. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
I did the same at WrestleMania or WrestleCon. It's the same shit. Fuck it.
I mean, look. What happened was I literally told her on the show. I literally told her when we had her on the show with us that and Brent could attest to this. If Brent's still here, Brent could attest to this. I literally told her I was going to teach her how to Dougie, and I only did that because, and I told her that because I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna dance for her. I'm trying to get on that ass. That was literally my plan, and I didn't realize at the time she was, attached. Not that really matters, but I got to have her fill up on her a little bit. And,
soccer has a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
Yeah, exactly. To me, that's a small thing to a giant.
God.
That's a small thing to a giant.
That's the second time I heard that. Is that you, man, that said that before?
That was
probably.
I say that shit all the time.
I gotta mention this. If you watch New Japan, the latest show that aired over the weekend, the New Japan cameraman, I mean literally, took the camera and shoved it up Maria's ass. I mean, you probably could have seen her intestines. It was that far up her fucking ass. I mean, do I blame them? No. But it's like, do you have to be that fucking close? Like, goddamn. Like that.
Yeah. Nobody says the finest.
I've been noticing that.
I don't care. Nobody's
seen her ass.
That's what they look like. They look like 12-year-old kids doing camera for New Japan.
I don't care. Nobody said the finest WWE former diva I've ever met.
You about to say
it's fucking Kelly. Kelly, straight up. Straight up.
I've seen Kelly in person once. Kelly is actually, like, I didn't like Kelly like that when I first saw her. Like, 'cause to me, I was just like, and Skit, because when I used to be on the show, like a couple years back, I had a different opinion about a lot of things as far as the divas go. Like, Kelly wasn't really my style. She's the average blonde chick, you know what I'm saying, nice little tits, and to me,
I still feel the same way about her, but she's bomb. That's all.
I would like to chime in here and say, I know TNA isn't the biggest, thing right now, but Taryn Terrell, this whole dollhouse thing, the sexual mannerism she does, and she just is hot alone. Man, that's something worth watching. Throw that out there.
I want to kind of bury a female. It's kind of bury her a little bit, but she still can get it. SoCal Val, she's ugly, but she can get it.
Whoa.
All right, now ugly. Well, hold on, real quick. I'm gonna Googling recent pictures of her. She's not ugly. Like, she's not like cute, but she's not like ugly. It's like from the neck down.
She's pretty ugly, yo.
From the neck down. Hold on. Look, from the neck down. Listen, from the neck down. I mean, I like redhead women a little bit. So it's from the neck down, and like in the circumference around her, like outside of her face, with the hair. She totally.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Her face is not. She has a butter face, but her body's banging.
You need a little bit of fire in your life sometimes.
I mean, she fucking tried to. She tried to charge your boy $5 for a fucking photo. I told her no. Fuck you.
And remember, Skip, at that Evolve show, we went to her fucking bra was sticking on in her back. We always keep seeing her bra, and that chick sitting next to me, what's her name, Matt's girlfriend, was fucking dogging on her dress. So like, she was drunk and dogging on her dress, and she was like, "That's how you piss off a girl. Talk shit about her dress." It's like, okay, that was a good time.
You know what? I'm gonna say something.
I'm gonna say
something. Hold on. I'm gonna say something really quick. I think Veda.
It's funny how we start talking about girls at the end of the show.
Of course, it's almost summertime, man. It's almost summertime.
You got True God on here. It's only natural, yeah.
Look. I'm sorry. Everything I'm a part of, it somehow turns into a filth fest. And Nathan can attest. When I was in the ring, there's always a random 2 to 3 minute tangent where I just turns into talking about women and gets filthy. So it just happens. I apologize. I'm not really sorry. I'm not really sorry. But no, I'm talking about.
You're not sorry.
He's giving the political answer, folks.
You know what? Can I switch something up real quick? Because I think this needs to be mentioned before the show ends. Because I'm gonna go switch gears real quick. Tonight at the end of Raw, WWE they had Pat Patterson Appreciation Night after Monday Night's Raw. So
is this Pat Patterson really?
Anyway, let's go back.
Was Viper there? Was Roddy Piper there?
I just know that the whole
if Roddy Piper was there.
Were any boys
I don't
there?
know if he was there, but all I know is that they basically presented him with the IC title. Of course, Bret Hart was there. Vince McMahon came down. But it definitely was a good deal for him, to get presented with the title from being the first IC champ. So, and the whole roster came out. So
they should have him be the Intercontinental Champion going forward.
Stop it. Stephanie McMahon even came down.
So hold on.
I was making a joke because Roddy Piper cried in an interview talking about Pat Patterson training him and molesting him.
Oh boy.
What?
I don't.
I
don't. Okay, so going back to talking about women, because we got Pat Patterson talk, and this shit is going to go left field, and that ain't happening.
Before we go off the air, I want an answer from every single one of you right now. Hottest girl in indie wrestling right now. Go.
Candice LeRae.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Cherry Bomb.
Candice LeRae. I see her too much.
Mandy Leon.
I want to agree with Nathan and say Mandy, but
you know what? I take that back. I take that back.
I'm gonna
Mandy,
say
for sure.
I'm gonna
Mandy
say why
for sure.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why I can't say Mandy. I saw Mandy
Leon,
in person.
Honorable mentions would go to Alexia Nicole and Cherry Bomb.
I like Veda Scott. I do. I like Veda Scott a lot. I like her red hair. I've seen her in person. She always got her legs and shit out. I like her. Personally, I have a thing for Amber Rodriguez. Not a lot of people know her that well. I have a big thing for her because that's kind of like my type. So I have a big thing for her. But Mandy Leon,
didn't she? Amber Rodriguez did a Tough Enough video.
I think. I don't follow her enough.
Hold on. Hold that thought. I have another option. Scarlett Bordeaux. God damn.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Hey Nathan.
Like 10 feet away from her.
And now she did a video. She just did a Tough Enough video.
Or Silesia Sparks. I know a lot of you guys.
Yeah.
Silesia Sparks. I love Silesia.
Yeah.
Hold on. See, hold on.
I don't know how you feel about her, but Taylor Hendricks.
Can we have like a free Celise? I'm gonna get a free Celise soundbite this weekend and play it on the show because goddamn, that needs to happen.
I love Celeste because I've met her like 2 years ago, back at like Best in the World, always Best in the World, and you know we're I consider her, she's a cool person, but as hot as she is, her massive muscles is not necessarily intimidating. It's really fucking intimidating for me. I'm like, God damn, like she's fucking massive, like.
Since we're talking about Silesia, I got a cheap plug. YouTube.com/WrestlingHeads. Go ahead, listen to the interview that we did with her. And we got a couple more minutes left, so we're going to have to start throwing out the plugs, guys. I'm going to go ahead and start off with
Are you the man
Brent.
with the plug skits?
I'm the you-know-what with the plugs. Let me sell it, you-know-what. Go ahead, Brent.
At Brent the Heel on Twitter, yo. That's all I got.
Nate.
You can follow me at Headliner5 on Twitter. Follow Eyes in the Ring at Eyes in the Ring, and then visit eyesinthering.com.
True God.
I got too many cheap plugs, so I'm gonna run through this as fast as possible.
No women talk.
No. I don't promote women. I don't promote them. I don't promote. I talk about them. I don't promote them. Let's get that. They're not bringing me no money right now. They're not bringing me no money, so we ain't promoting them. But at True God Immortal, at Team DAR, DefineARevolution.com, blogtalkradio.com/Team DAR Radio was just returned tonight. It's probably like a couple of things that I'm forgetting. Don't forget, Sunday, Top 100 Reasons Why JTG should be in the Hall of Fame in 2039. I'm going to go through it. I'm a man of my word. I will go through with it. You better have your ass on Sunday. You better have your ass at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. You stay your ass up and you listen. And
they better be better than Joe Kim Noah's free throws, yo.
Oh wow.
We're not doing this. Don't you mention anything about the Bulls. I will slap the
We
taste
should
out of
do
your
a
mouth.
roast or something for somebody sometime. That should be a thing on the Elite Podcast Network.
A roast?
Don't do the skits. Don't do the skits. I don't think he can take it.
Go ahead.
He moved past that. Yeah, he moved past that real quick. Said he can take. He moved past that real quick. I caught that.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. YouTube.com/Weekly Wrestling Podcast. We just talked to the former Justin Gabriel, PJ Black. That's available on our YouTube. We talked to the Wolves last weekend. Ricochet, Michael Elgin, a bunch of others available on there. Elite Podcast Network, at Elite Podcast Net on Twitter, at Weekly W Podcast on Twitter. Yeah, that's pretty much. ProWrestlingTees.com/WWEP/WrestlingHeads. Support the Elite Podcast Network directly.
Tom.
Yep, you can follow me on Twitter at @ToTweetMe. That's my only social media account. That's where I talk wrestling. Follow me there. Make sure you follow the Elite Podcast Network. Check out all the shows. Scotty O'Shea is wrestling with myself. I know Matt is going to keep promoting it, but it's a great show. So check that out. And make sure you tune in Sunday. I'm going to be tuning in to Eyes on the Ring, and also be sure to tune in Friday for Wrestle Chat JTG. We're looking forward to that.
Man, it's going to be good times.
Oscar?
All right. Yeah, you can follow me at Sinister632 on Twitter and Instagram. Follow Wrestling Heads on Twitter and Instagram. You guys can check out multiple photos of women that I took pictures with that True God just named. You can check that out.
Oh, no, not back to the women talk. Please,
damn
no.
straight. You can't close. You got to close it up talking about women, man. Y'all was getting ready to talk about Pat Patterson. Nobody wants to talk about Pat Patterson in history of damn violence.
Just follow us on Instagram and you see all those women photos that me and Skip did. And especially 100 photos that Skip did with Candice LeRae. You can check that out.
Holy shit.
Jesus!
Ladies and gentlemen, what a Monday night show of Wrestling Heads Radio. Entertainment,
and now,
wrestling, women. What else do you need?
And after the show, you guys go ahead on Sunny's Twitter. She's posted some stuff about, you can call me or some bullshit. You can check that out. So go for it, Tom.
One in the pink and one in the stink. I'm telling y'all. $100. Get to watch
you
it.
can, just like Oscar said, this Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, some more serious talk here. Thursday, we'll have Eli Everfly come on here on WH Radio. What the fuck you guys laughing at? Can a motherfucker talk? Hey, you know what? Sit in the corner, fucking Matt. Anyways, like I said, we got Eli Everfly. We got Eli Everfly coming here on Thursday to talk Santino's AWS, his training with Eva Marie. Stop with the New Day shit, please. Can I talk? Anyways, like I was saying, you can follow me at WH Skits. That's where you can find me talking about wrestling. And I'm on Instagram at WH Skits, Wrestling Heads, everything. Just fucking Google this. Until then, I have a message I want to throw out there to somebody. Never ever in your life call talking about some weak ass fucking team that has no championships. I hope that person's listening.
Yeah, he's probably listening.
And be sure to listen to all of our shows. Let's not forget Mike and stop.
Fuck the Clippers.
Stop it, bro. Not on here. Not on here, bro. Not on here.
I was calling
not on here, Matt.
Come on.
Fuck you, Matt.
Oh boy.
Fuck you, Matt. Not there, Matt. That's the insider people. But anyways, here at Only League Podcast Network, be sure to listen. Follow everybody. Until then, I'm Skits. You got Tom, Oscar, Matt, everybody. And thanks for listening, people.
Peace.
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 Peace.